నీకు వచ్చిన సార్ స్టార్ట్ స్ట్రీమింగ్ చేయకపోతే ఇట్లా గోల్ ఏమని రాదు. మీరు అంతా అమ్మ సోయల్ అని బాపతే ఉన్నారు రా చెప్తాప్పుడు అంతే అన్ని టీంలో తీసుకోవద్దు. టీం వాళ్ళకి నువ్వు ఇస్తావు మరి నా నేను చెప్పిన వాళ్ళకందరికి పైసలు ఇస్తాను. ఇంకెక్కువైతే వేసుకున్నాం మీరు ఎక్కువనే అవుతుంది రావాలి మరి వేసుకుంటా అంటే అదే రా నువ్వెందుకు ఇస్తావు అంటే అప్లోడ్ అయిపోయినారా నాగా అప్లోడ్ అయితే ఆ గ్రూప్ లో పెట్టేస్తే కదా అప్లోడెడ్ అండి మ్యాచెస్. జరా కెమెరా చూడనాగా ఒకసారి సెర్చి గరి అమ్మాయికి జల్దీ రా వీళ్ళు బోరు మళ్ళా. ఓ వెళ్ళిపోయారా బ్యాట్స్మెన్ కూడా.
So everything set for the last game of the day, which is going to happen between the Hyderabad Warriors and the Blues. So it's an elite eliminator. It's a knockout match for both the teams.
देख बॉल्स इधर लगा दे सोल प्लीज. बॉक्सेस पूरे इधर लगा दे. बॉक्सेस लगा दे भाई जरा. सोहेल आ बॉक्सेस इधर बैठे सोहेल. किसको नहीं बैठे? अंक बढ़ते ना चेतला. फोन जेर रहा. अरे आ रूम ला ले रहा रिजवान.
So everything's set. Requesting Rizwan to the commentary box, please. Rizwan to the commentary box. Thank you.
करारा ఏంట్రా ఇడు చెప్పకుండా చేయకుండా పోతారు.
Oh, that's a huge blow. That's one down. That's a super catch. And the batsman has to depart.
Okay. Thank you.
So Sandeep strikes in his first ball.
The fielder name చెప్పరా సార్? వాసువా? Catch వాసు लिया क्या?
That was a super catch by Vasu.
ఫస్ట్ క్లిప్ లేకుండా ఒకసారి అది ఇక్కడి జల్దీ రా. బాసురా బిఏఎస్యు మిమ్మల్ని చదువు చెప్పినాను కొట్టాలి. సరే పాయింటా కవర్ సారా. Prabjot,
the new batsman, left-handed batsman on strike now. What a great start from Sandeep. The pitch goes for a golden duck. Prabjot, the lefty on strike now. Good bowling. Good start for the Blues. Need to wait for the umpire signal. This is running towards the boundary. Does it have the legs to go for four? No. What outfield? Does it have the pace to run away for a boundary? That's been signaled. A wide ball down the leg side. And a comfortable two has been taken there. The game of extras. 3 runs.
అది చైర్ తీసుకున్నాడు చైర్ తీసుకున్నావు నేను లేస్తాను లేదు
Nicely played. It's a third ball, but well played by Prabjot. Well played. Play back to the bowler. Taking his time, Prabjot wanted to settle down. They have a good batting lineup, a lengthy one. That's nicely played. This will run away for a boundary. And that's the first boundary for the Hyderabad Warriors. And Prabjot drifting onto the legs, moving across the line of the ball and hitting it down to the wide of fine leg. It's nicely played.
నాగా లేట్గా రియాక్ట్ అయినావు బాల్ అత్తపత్త కూడా లేదు బాల్ అయితే
Nicely played. Since it doesn't want it, single there. It's good bowling, in fact, from Sandeep. Not giving any freebies. The previous one was a bit towards the leg stump. So Prabjot goes for it. So that's another wide ball down the leg side.
2 wides కదా అది త్రీ 7 9 भाई हाय भैया नमस्ते नमस्ते भाई
Sunset on strike. Outside edge and this is running towards the boundary and that will go for 4. That's the second boundary of this over and turns to be an expensive over. Very unlucky for the bowler, in fact. That's an outside edge towards the third man. 13 runs after the completion of the first over. 13 for 1 after the first over is done. One over, score 13 for 1. Sanchit gets off the mark with that boundary and Kishore, the new bowler for Blues.
ready
So good ball, good adjustment, nice adjustment by Prabjot. The ball was dipping and moving a bit in the air. It was nicely played by Prabjot. The single and Sanchit back on strike. That's been signaled a wide ball. The ball moving away from the batsman. It's an out swinger from Kishore. Nicely driven. Good work by the fielder at mid-off. It's played really well by Sanchit. That will boost some confidence for him. Just chipped it over the bowler for a single. Bowling really well here, Kishore. Bowling in good areas. No freebies from the bowler. Shot, but hits straight to the fielder. That's good work by the fielder. That's a good stop. Saved a certain boundary for his team. The mid-off fielder. He's little straight. So compared normally. Shot, fielder in place, and that's a drop chance. That was a sitter indeed for the fielder there. He was placed really well by the captain and the bowler. Very unfortunate for the Blues, but Prabjot goes lucky. The fielder was unmoved there, hit straight to him, but that's been dropped. Life for Prabjot. Nicely bowled and well played. Whistle from the fielder at point. Shirish, the culprit there. That's a single, and that will end over number 2. After the completion of 2 overs, scored 18 for the loss of 1. 18 for the loss of 1 wicket after the completion of 2 overs. Prabjot and Sanchit batting on 6.
Sandeep bhai. डाल रहे हैं bowler.
Sandeep is going to bowl his second over in the power play, the third of this game. Bowled really well in his first over, but unfortunate. The last ball went for a boundary through an edge, but picks up an important wicket of Tapish in his first over, first ball. So Sandeep back. Nicely played. No single being taken there.
నెక్స్ట్ వీక్ సాటర్డే ఉంటుంది మోస్ట్లీ.
Beautifully bowled again. This is excellent stuff. Brilliantly bowled by Sandeep. Movement for Sandeep after pitching seems to be going away from the batsman. Nicely played. Driven down the ground past the cover fielder for a single.
ఏం చేయలేము అలాంటి.
That's been signaled a white ball. Been pulled down the leg side. Good work by the wicket keeper. Jersey number 20, the wicket keeper for Blues.
Rama.
Shot. Bowled it really short, but didn't connect that one the way he wanted to. But will run away for 4. Didn't middle that one. That's a boundary. Short of leg delivery from Sandeep. Goes on to the back foot and hits it towards the mid-wicket. Vacant mid-wicket area for 4. Couple of bounces. To the boundary for 4. It's a good shot. The same ball and the same result. In fact, this time a better shot from Prabjot. He has middled this one quite nicely. Back-to-back boundaries for Prabjot. This is superb stuff.
అంబో బాల్ చూడవా అంబో దొరికింది వద్దులే.
Super batting, back-to-back boundaries for Prabjot. The score moving along quite nicely for Hyderabad Warriors. 28 for 1 after 2.5 overs. Last ball of this over coming up. Sandeep is going expensive over here. 10 runs already of the first 5 deliveries. Change in field for Blues. Oh my goodness. That missed everything. And that will run away for another boundary. Hat-trick of boundaries from that over of Sandeep. So the score moves on to 32 for 1 after the completion of 3 overs. 32 for 1 after 3 overs. Prabjot goes lucky there. Was missing the top of middle stump.
Well,
3 overs, score 32 for 1. Prabjot and Sanchit contributing well here for the team.
Carry एक ही लाया. Thanks mama.
$32 for 1. This is a good start.
और एक ला रे. और एक ला भाई. हाँ.
Nicely played. Good work by the fielder there. Shiva, the new bowler for Blues, jersey number 40.
నువ్వు కథలు తెగినావు అనుకో నీకు గుద్ద వలుగుతుంది అయితే మనకి
That's nicely bowled again. Shiva uses his variations quite nicely, bowls it really slow at sometimes, some point of time. This is good stuff. Shot. That's a superb shot. That's an excellent shot from Sanchit. Piercing the gap between the point and gully. So that's a superb shot from the bat of Sanchit.
अरे इधर आजा मामा कुछ हट घुसोगा स्कोरिंग इधर ही डाल ले तुम लोग हम इससे का बहुत कर रहे हैं आजकल रे నీ పని ఇది నేను మర్చిపోతున్నా
That was a super shot from Sanchit. Outside edge, and that will be another boundary.
ఫైరా ఆర్రా
ఫోర్ కొట్టినా 6 కొట్టి 5 కొట్టినా
5 కొట్టు 4 కొట్టు 5 కొట్టు 6 నీ ఇష్టం నువ్వు పెద్ద ప్లేయర్ అయితే అట్లా కొట్టచ్చు
Score moves on to 40.
अरे हम लोग ही फेंके तो बाकी लोग करेक्ट डालते रहे क्या है रे रिजवान तुम भी डालते इसमें डाल What is this guys मेरी लौटे आ सकता
So that was a loose delivery from Shiva. Bowled it really short and down wide down the leg side. Good work by the wicketkeeper Ram.
क्या नाम था कीपर का राम
Oh, that's another good shot. Another boundary for Sanchit. This is super batting, piercing the gap really well. This is super placement, in fact, from Sanchit this time. Not trying to hit hard, just using the face of the bowler. Another good shot from Sanchit. Excellent placement from Sanchit. He moves on to 19 of 12 deliveries. Last ball of the over coming up. Nicely played, and that will end over number 4. After the completion of 4 overs, score 45 for 1. 45 for 1 after the completion of 4 overs. Jamie, the new bowler for Blues. Nicely played. Says no.
स्कोर डाला अरे डॉट बॉल अरे ఇక్కడ రాలేదు తమ్ముడు.
Maybe drifting down the leg side, no appeal from the bowler. Rest of everyone appealed. Good running. 2 dots and a single there from Jodh.
బాయ్ పృథ్వీ, వర్షం పడేటట్టుంది పోతుంది.
Shot. That's an excellent shot. Clears the infield quite nicely and hits it for 4 runs. This is brilliant batting. And that's 50 up for Hyderabad Warriors with that boundary. 15, just 4.4 overs.
कुकर रेस को देने का मेरे को तू कुकर
मैं देख रहा हूँ भैया बैट्समैन लगे नहीं है बैट्समैन लगे लेना
Well bowled. The ball staying a bit low this time and bowled it really quick. Beating the batsman this. It's a wide ball.
फिर क्या हुआ?
Knocks him over. Sanchit has to depart. Jamie strikes. That's the second blow for Hyderabad Warriors. This time Sanchit has to depart. Played across the line of the ball. And he was playing really well. Was timing the ball quite nicely and he has to depart. 2 down. That's well bowled by Jamie. The captain Mukesh walking out to the center. Jersey number 3. Mukesh.
ఎవరు పెట్టండి అడిస్తే ఏమన్నా పెట్టుకొని మన కాళ్ళతో సంబంధం ఉండదు అన్లెస్
Shot. just short of that fielder. Good work by the fielder again. That was middle quite nicely, but finding the fielder just short of that fielder, almost carried. But that's been hit really hard. Steps out, and this time it's an easy chance. Bowled it really slow. Good work by Shiva. Bowling it very slow indeed. And Prabjot steps out and wanted to hit it over the infield. Couldn't get the connection right. The outside hits the outside part of the bat, and the fielder takes a comfortable catch. That's the third wicket down. Prabjot, who has to depart now after scoring 15 of 15 deliveries.
ఏం తెలుస్తలే నీకు ఏలే
ఫిల్డర్ నేమ్ ఇంకా చెప్పలేదు సార్ ఏమో
क्या बोल गए
ఇప్పుడు అడిగినా సార్ ఇంకా చెప్పలేదు
तू मैं ये थर्ड विकेट ले गिरा बोल के उसको पूछ रहे हाँ देख तुम भैया खराब गाड़ी सोले
Lot of comments. Malaysian diehard fans is Mohammad Sohail. Raj Thakur. Sohail, big fan. Ray. That's nicely bowled and well played by the new batsman.
क्या हुआ रे क्या हो गया
Rajendra, the new batsman, on strike.
कौन है रे नो बच्चा मैं देख अरे संजय सैमसन जैसा खेला रे
That's nicely played again. It's good bowling by Shiva. Excellent bowling. Well bowled again.
कीपर दूर था क्या रे
It's a faster one this time. That's a wide ball down the leg side. Keeper having a tough time, but a good work. Seems to be in bit of a pain here. Rama. Shot. His field, and that will run away for 4. Super shot. That's been hit through the fielder. That will be the end of 6 overs. After the completion of 6 overs, score 57 for 3. Good shot by Rajender to get off the mark. 57 for 3 after the completion of 6 overs.
అవరా ఇది ఏవైతే ఒక పెద్ద బాధ చాలా పెద్ద అగ పోతూనే ఉంది కానీ ఏమో చూడాలి ఏమైంది rain go away come again tomorrow same time ago
6:57 for 3. Mukesh was standing at the non-strike end for a bit. Now Vivek and the strikers end. Mukesh on strike, the captain of Hyderabad Warriors.
Dawa bhai Jamil
That's good running between the wickets. A single to get off the mark, Mukesh. Rajender will be on strike, batting on 4 of 4. The power play is just done. That's been signaled a white ball outside off stump. Well bowled.
अरे तू मेरे को सताना कुछ सोहेल मैं काम करूँ हाँ राज भाई वेट कर रहे थे देखने दो नो ब्रो वेटिंग फॉर आदर्श में रिप्लाई वाह थैंक यू सुहेल इंशाल्लाह అంటే ఆపు ఆదర్శ్ అన్న తోపు क्या बात है राज भाई थैंक यू సో మచ్ నేను తోపు నువ్వు దానికన్నా పెద్ద తోపు
Chance! Oh, that's
Rajendra
goes lucky there. Almost carried it to the bowler there.
Clear ಆಯ್ತು ఏం తింటున్నావా
Nicely played, but
straight अरे वो चार्जिंग लगाओ भाई
straight to the fielder. This is excellent bowling from Jamil. Oh, that's nicely played. Good adjustment by the batsman. That's well played. That runner for 4. Excellent placement there. Just opening the face of the bat at the last moment. And 7 overs. The score moves on to 63 for 3. 63 for 3 after the completion of 7 overs. Rajendra moves to 8 of 9 deliveries and Mukesh batting on 1 of 1. Shiva comes back with his third over, bowled exceptional over the previous one of his. So 6 runs coming off Chani's over. So 7 overs score 63 for 3. Shiva back with his third over. 7, 63 for 3. The current run rate is 9. Shot! Past the cover fielder, diving cover fielder for a single. That's a good shot from Mukesh. Middling the balls quite nicely as he does it. And this time shot, looking for 2 here, pushing for 2 and will get it quite easily. That's good running, excellent running between the wickets. Good early call from the player. A comfortable 2. Run the first one hard. It is always important. You run the first one hard, whether you get the second one or not. Okay. Shot. That's good fielding. Lot of
మాటలు జమ చేసుకొని మాట్లాడాలి నువ్వు డిస్టర్బ్ చేస్తే
that was a good effort from the captain Rohit. It's a stop ball from Shiva.
अरे उधर हटा रे बाबा थोड़ा नीचे उतार दे उसको आंदे उससे कुछ नहीं होता वो नीचे लगा ज्यादा बारिश पड़े तो प्रॉब्लम होता फोन जैसा इधर ही लगा रे। हाँ उधर ही पलटा रे बोले तो अभी जैसा था उधर ही। हेलो हेलो चेक ऐसे साउंड आ रहा, थोड़ा उधर पलटा लाइट बस।
Nicely played. Good call. There was never a run there. So pulling the strings back a little here, Blues. The current run rate is 8.55. Nicely played for a single, and that will be the end of 8. Just 5 runs off that over of Shiva. Good ball, good bowling from Shiva there. So 8 overs done, score 68 for 3. 68 for 3 after the completion of 8 overs. It started to rain now. Focus conditions. Requesting the ground staff along with the ground owner Ajay Gold.
गुर्रा क्या रे गुरका इसने ब्रा गुडलू बोर्डशे सकोडका काईको
Jamie. That's nicely played. That will run away for 4. That's a super shot from Mukesh. A looser from Jamie. Pulling on to the leg stump on the pads. Just guiding it down to the fine leg boundary. Mukesh. Well played.
स्कोर अपडेट कर लेता हूँ उसको भाई क्या कर रहे स्कोर डाले नहीं डाले फिर इसका फिर अपडेट ये मैं रहा उसको रहा हम
Shot! That's a lovely hit and good effort from the fielder, but couldn't stop that one going from a boundary. Back to back boundaries for Mukesh. That was hit really hard. Super striking. Beautifully played. And good effort from the long off fielder there. Shiva. That's nicely bowled. The batsman asking for a wide there. Oh, beautiful ball this time. It's a wide and this is a bit sloppy from the Blues now. There was just a single there, a wide throw from the fielder, allowing them to go for the second run. That was nicely bowled by Jamie. Shot straight to the fielder, and that's been taken. That was hit really hard, but finds the fielder just left or right. That was certainly a 6, but very unfortunate. And that's a good catch from the long on fielder Vishal. Vishal taking a good comfortable catch at long on. Very unlucky for the batsman, but very good shot goes for a catch there. So this is good stuff from Blues. 4th wicket down for Hyderabad Warriors. Jamil picks up his 2nd wicket. So that's a 4th wicket. The captain has to depart. Hyderabad Warriors captain, and the new batsman walking out is Gansham Soni, the new batsman. Jersey number 13. Soni. So bit of trouble. Hyderabad Warriors are into. They lost the fourth wicket. The captain was batting really well, was middling the balls quite nicely, but unfortunately finds the fielder at long on, and Vishal takes a good catch. So 4 down, 78 for 4 after 8.5 overs. Kancham Soni will be on strike.
सो रहा था
Last ball of the over coming up. Kancham on strike. That's nicely bowled, and that will be the end of 9. After the completion of 9 overs, score 78 for 4. 78 for 4 after the completion of 9 overs. The current run rate is 8.64. The projected score is around 173.
अरे अरे लगा देना रे जरा प्लीज नहीं है छोड़
So 78 for 4, 9 overs done. Kancham just walked out to the middle and he's played one ball.
प्लेयर है బయట ప్లేయర్ నా పెట్టేసి అక్కడ అదే అందుకే అడిగిండు ఛార్జింగ్ పెట్టుకొని లేదు
Shiva with his last over of his quota. That's been hit really well down the ground towards the sweeper for just a single. Kancham back in strike. Good work there by the wicketkeeper. But that was over the stumps there. So no signal from the umpire. That means it was bad. Kancham gets off the mark with that single. Well, that's a leading edge. That was bowled really well again. This time was into the leg stump. It was drifting towards the leg side, but hits the toe end of the bat of Rajendra. Gets a single for him. Nicely bowled, bowling it really slow again. This is good stuff from Shiva. No easy runs being considered. You need to this time straight to the fielder. Kancham says no, and he was almost halfway the mark. Rajendra, but made the ground back safely. Another good ball from Shiva. So that would be the end of 10. After the completion of 10 overs, score 81 for 4. 10 overs done, score 81 for 4. Kancham and Rajendra out at the center for the Hyderabad Warriors. So that's an exceptional spell from Shiva. Just considered 26 runs in his quota of 4 overs and picked up an important wicket. So 26 runs has been considered. Just 3 runs of the over of the 10th over from Shiva. 81 for 4 after 10 overs. The current run rate is dropping a bit down to 8.10. They have started it quite nicely. Around 10 was their run rate. Blues pulling it back. So 8.10. 10 overs scored 81 for 4. This would be crucial. 10 overs for Blues and Warriors. They would be looking to score somewhere around 80 to 90 at least. The way they have the batting lineup at the Warriors. But this Blues team bowling really well now. 10 overs, score 81 for 4. Requesting the players to make the proceedings a little faster, please. There can be rain interruption. There was a huge cloud in between. That was a passing cloud indeed. A clear sky. Hopefully the match should go on. 10 overs, score 81 for 4.
Yes, please. गोल मारे फुटबॉल खेलते तुम
नहीं मैंने पासिंग बस एग्जैक्ट
अरे मैं भी खेलता रहा सिक्स बस
It is drizzling a bit. And Sirish, the new bowler. The man of celebration says Jamie.
Sirish SIRES wait so
The ball staying a bit low this time, but good adjustment by the batsman, but hits it straight to the fielder. That's been another dot ball.
4 बजे बहुत गंदी बारिश
That's been stuck in front and that's been given out. The man of celebration is here. So that's well bowled.
बारिश हुए तो डीएल एप्लीकेबल होता नहीं अभी कितना ओवर्स आई मीन कितना टाइम जाता है उसके हिसाब से ओवर्स कम होते तो अपन क्या कर सकते हैं इंटरनेशनल फाइनल में ही इधर क्या बोलते हैं डीएल से हाँ एग्जैक्टली लोकल में कैसा रहना फिर ग्राउंड वाले छोड़ अरे ये मेरा भाई సింపుల్ పడ్డాయి ఇప్పుడు ఆగిపోతుంది రోడ్ ఓకే బాయ్ వస్తే రా బాయ్ కొంత మామ అడిగినా
Oh, chance. A lot of chances here. So that was just short, that fielder there. A half-hearted try, neither hitting that, trying to defend that one, but was bowled really slow. This is excellent bowling from Sirish. Just one run and a wicket from the first 5 deliveries of this over. Kansham taking his time. That's nicely played. Driven down the ground towards the covers. Extra covers for a single. So 2 runs coming off that series over. And a wicket. So score moving along to 83 for 5 after the completion of 11 overs. Score 83 for 5 after 11 overs. The batsman's out at the middle. Navdeep and Kansham. The current run rate dropping down further to 7.55. So this is brilliant work by the Blues. Good intent. Putting their 100% in a knockout match here, the Blues. So these overs are really crucial here. Shot, but fielder has been set for that particular shot there. Protection in the deep, and that's a single. Mahesh, the new bowler. Jersey number 42. Shot. That's a good shot from Navdeep. That's been hit for another single from Navdeep. That's a good shot. No one stopping that. One bounce to the boundary for 4. That's a super shot from Kansham. Slightly over pitch from Mahesh. And gets the right treatment there. Super batting. That's the first boundary for Kansham. It's been a little while since the boundary. That was nicely hit over the bowler's head for 4. Super batting. This is nicely bowled, and this is good sensible cricket from Kansham. Doing the right thing, hitting a boundary, the next ball, giving the strike to the non-striker. Good sensible cricket. Oh. There was certainly a chance. Need to wait for the umpire's call there. There was certainly a bat. No signal from the umpire. And there was a stumping chance too for the wicketkeeper Rama. So lucky for the batsman there.
Hey bro, hi Anya. Anya? Prithvania? 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 Hi Anya.
Inside it, almost dragged it onto the stumps. The ball keeping a bit low. Maybe just because it was under covers. So that will end over number 12. 8 runs coming off Mahesh. Score moves on to 91 for 5 after 12 overs. After the completion of 12 overs, score 91 for 5. Oh, that's missed everything again. Doesn't have the legs to go for 4, but this is excellent running between the wickets. Super running. The pins signaled a bye there. Missed everything. The batsman, the keeper, the wickets. And two, pushing the first one hard. So went outfield, so they need to really run hard to milk the runs. Good work by Navdeep, pushing Ghanshyam for the second run. Score moving to 93 for 5 after 12.1 overs. 7.5 overs left in this innings. Nicely played with softer hands. Good call indeed from Ghanshyam. It should have been close call. Shouldn't have made the ground there, Ghanshyam. Playing with softer hands. Nicely driven. Good sensible cricket from Navdeep. Both of them trying to build a partnership. They need to be here for another 3 overs or so that they can start looking for boundaries from then on. They need wickets in hand for going big in the penultimate overs. So nicely played, hits it straight to the fielder. Chance. Oh, that's a wide throw. Looking for 2 here. This is excellent running between the wickets. Seems to be hitting slow hit knees there, and that's good running between the wickets. No backing up either, because no one was there to back them. So there was the mid wicket fielder who needs to come in. That's it. So welcome runs. Nicely played. That's a single. Nicely played. And that's another single. That will end over number 13 after the completion of 13 overs. Scored 99 for 5. 99 for 5 after 13 overs. Both the batsmen taking a bit of time in the middle. It's a knockout, crucial match for both the teams. Who loses this game, they would be knocked out of the tournament. 99 for 5. Mahesh comes back to his second over. Conceded 8 runs in his first. Jersey number 42, Mahesh. Navdeep with the jersey number 3 on strike now. Steps out and Wanted to hit it for 6 over the long on, and that's 100 up for the Hyderabad Warriors. That's well bowled. Bowled it really slow. The batsman hits back to the bowler there.
क्या कर रहा रे? हाँ?
So that's nicely played. Played down to the mid wicket for another single. Good sensible batting from both these two. They have a good score in hand now. They just need to rotate strike, then can go big. It's a good shot. Didn't middle that one the way he wanted to, and that's a single.
साइलेंट में रखो यारो.
Good shot. Straight to the fielder. Slight misfield again. Another single. Feels like something is coming on. I have a gut feeling, I don't know why. Something is going to happen. That's the gut I have.
పోతుందని అనిపిస్తుంది. ఎందుకు? Why?
Good shot. That's excellent work from Jamie. Super stuff. Beautiful work, and that would be the end of 14 overs, and the score moves on to 104 for 5. 104 for 5 after the completion of 14 overs.
లేకపోతే పెట్టుకున్నాను అయ్యమ్మ ఇంకేం చేస్తాం వస్తా ఏమవుతలే అన్నా కదండి 50-60
టాకీ సార్ లేట్ అవుతుంది సార్, కొంచెం చెప్పండి. టైం తీసుకుంటున్నారు, కొంచెం చెప్పండి సార్.
4 అవుతుంది, ఇంకో ఇన్నింగ్స్ ఉంది. ఈ ఓవర్లో 6 అవర్స్ ఉంది, 6 అవర్స్ ఉంది. స్టడీ పెడుతుంది దశమియా
చెప్పండి.
స్టడీ పెడుతుందా?
నాకు
సర్దయిందా? ఇంటికి పోయి కరెంట్ పెట్టుకొని అల్లకంత జెండువాం వేసుకొని కొంత అప్పు చప్పున వెళ్ళిపోతుంది. సరే రేపు ఆఫీస్ ఉందా?
తమ్ముడు ఏమంటారు, పొట్ట తిప్పలు కూటి విద్య ఏదో అంటారు కదా, పొట్ట తిప్పల కూటి విద్య ఏదో అంటారు. విశాల్ अरे क्या हो रहा है, नहीं आ रहा.
That's a good shot. Another misfield, another run. This has been the trend throughout. So So a lot of misfires, they're allowing to change the strike. That will release some bit of pressure. 14.1 overs, score 105. Vishal, the new bowler for the Wolves. It's nicely played. It's good running, good call from Gancha. The fielder was the 30-yard circle. Mathur. Steps out, hit middle, that one will be just short of that fielder at mid wicket. Shiva. Good intent there. Showing his intentions clear. Showing his intentions clear here, Navdeep. That's nicely pulled. That's a lovely shot. That's been dispatched all over the fence for 6 runs. Felt like this was coming since a long time. That's a lovely use of his feet. Gancham hits it all over the fence for a superb shot. That will release some sort of a pressure from the batsmen. They were trying a bit, but nothing was going right for them. But now Gancham breaks the shackles.
బౌలర్ వేస్తుండ్రా తీరాది.
Oh, that's another super shot. This is what confidence can bring in. 10 runs in the last 2 balls wins the over of Vishal. 13 runs coming off that over, and after the completion of 15, score 117 for 5. 117 for 5 after 15. That was bowled onto the pads, turning his knees, just sweeping it down to the square leg boundary for 4.
నువ్వు ఇంట్లో ఉండరా, నువ్వు ఇంట్లో ఉండు, అడబెట్, నేను తాగుతా, అడబెట్. నువ్వు ఇంట్లో కాన్సన్ట్రేట్ చేయరా, నీకు ఛాయ్ మీద వీటిల మీదనే ఉంటుంది కాన్సన్ట్రేషన్. ఎవడన్నా ఏమన్నా వచ్చి అడిగితే చాలు ఈ ఫస్ట్ మన పని కావాలి.
15 overs, score 117 for 5.
No, please. I don't taste.
బిస్కెట్ వద్దుందా టైన్ బిస్కెట్
Sirish.
నేను అలా బిస్కెట్ తింటా.
That's been hit firmly. That's good work by Shiva. Just a single again. Yes, middle this one quite nicely. So Gansham is batting really well. The last 2 balls he has faced has gone for 10 runs. So seems to be a bit of a confidence here, Gansham. That's nicely played. Good batting. Good work by Gansham. Doing the right thing there. Loose deliveries has been put away. And the good ones have been played for singles. Shot into the gap. Will they be looking for 2? That's a lovely throw from the fielder, Shiva. Good work. Covered the ground really quick there, Shiva. And a quick pick up and a throw from him. He's like Jaddu now for Blues. Score 120 now.
మంచిగా మ్యాచ్ బాగా నడుస్తుంది ప్రస్తుతం. చూడాలి ఏమైంది.
So that's being kept a little low. He wanted to pick that gap. So that's a good try from Kancham. Well pulled by Sirish. That's nicely played, pushing. No. That they just wanted to go for single. So Navdeep on strike, batting on 15 or 15. Nicely played. For another single to end over number 16. 16 overs done, scored 122 for 5. Last 4 overs coming up. 122 for 5 after 16 overs. So 5 wickets in hand and 4 overs to come. What are Hyderabad Warriors eyeing for? They should at least look for 160. So 10 runs an over will get them to 160. And the way Hyderabad Warriors were batting in the beginning, seemed the 180 was quite possible. Good comeback by the Blues. Pulled it really well.
Muteshna.
16 overs scored 122 for 5. Gansham and Navdeep had that patience to repeat the strike, and they need to go big now if Hyderabad Warriors needs to get to a good comfortable total. Otherwise this would be an easy game for the Blues. So Navdeep doesn't seem to be that comfortable the way he normally bats. Oh, that's not their miss. Very, very lucky again. Sammy once again missed everything. Normally hits. Navdeep hits the ball generally very clean. Good striker of the cricket ball. Didn't see that from him today. That's a lovely shot, and that's excellent work from Sirish. It's a certain boundary for his team. Throwing everything here, Blues. This is good to see from in 60-year-old Sirish. He's 60-year-old Sirish, and he's like an young guy, feeling like an young guy. So anything can happen in cricket, and the things have been pretty good for both the teams till now. This is the last 4 overs will make a lot of difference in this game. Shot! No one stopping that. That's a superb shot. Picked up the gap really well. That's been hit beautifully. One bounce into the boundary for a superb 4. Another good shot from Kancham. Seems to be in good. Great touch today, Kancham. Sorry. That's nicely played again. Does it quite frequently. For me, I thought it was still in the arc of the batsman. But anyways, that's good sensible cricket. Shot! Oh my God, that is humongous! What a shot from the bat of Navdeep! Breaks the shackles, and that's a super shot from the bat of Navdeep. Felt like something was coming on, and this was it. That's a super shot on the knees and hits it over the mid-wicket boundary for a huge six. Excellent striking. Navdeep is back. There was a slow reflections from the wicketkeeper. So that is the end of 17 overs. And the score is 136 for 5. 136 for 5 after the completion of 17 overs. Last 3 overs coming up. Navdeep and Ghanshyam set really well out of the middle. I was just telling them 160. They're riding more than that now. 13 runs of that over of Jammy have been smacked for a huge six by Navdeep. So it's an evenly balanced game here. So this 3 hours would be crucial for both of them. How much is Hyderabad Warriors is looking for, and how much can the Blues restrict Hyderabad Warriors? A lot of big guns to come for Hyderabad Warriors. Malish, Nani, Taran Singh.
Can't see anyone who's packed up.
17, 136 for 5. Last 3 overs of the innings coming up. Sandeep back into the attack. Shot. Protection in the deep. That's a single.
Over ball. So just wait for a minute if you want to change the ball. Wait, दूसरा दे दिखा.
సేమ్ అది నేను కూడా నేనేం చెప్తాను అది ఎంపాస్ ఎడిషన్ సేమ్ ఖరాబ్ అయితే ఏం చేయలేం కదా సాఫ్ట్ అవుతుంది సేమ్ బ్యాట్స్మెన్ కూడా ఇది కదా ఇది కూడా match ball. Opening up.
Wanted to go big this time, missed it completely. That's a dot ball, a crucial one. Good bowling by Sandeep. In time, that properly, but we'll get a single for that. This is excellent stuff from Sandeep. Just 2 runs of the first 3 deliveries. 18th over. This is brilliant work, Sandeep. That was never needed from the batsman, but that's a dot ball. He is striking the balls quite nicely. Kansham trying to be a bit cheeky there. No third man in position. Good thinking, but couldn't get the connection right. Didn't have the connection at all. Played nicely. Just chipped it over the fill bowler for another single. This is an exceptional over. 5 balls and just 3 runs of the first 5 deliveries of this over. This is super bowling from Sandeep. What a shot! Another good hit. Ruins this over again. Steps out and hits it over the long off. Sorry, long on for a comfortable 6. That's a good way to end over number 18 by Navdeep. The score moves on to 145. 145 of 5 after 18 overs. Navdeep moves on to 30 of just 23 deliveries. Kancham batting on 31 of 28. Last 2 overs coming up. 18 overs, 145 for 5. Kancham on strike. Sirish to bowl the 19th. Spin. That was bowled on the leg side. Hits the pads and that's been signaled a leg by. Gets onto the knees, trying to hit it towards the hit down the ground for another single. Good way to start the over. 2 singles of the first 2 deliveries. That's hit nicely, but straight to the fielder for another single. This is another good over. Sirish just conceding 3 runs of the first 3. Navdeep on strike. Steps out and hits it towards the mid wicket. That's good too from the fielder there. Excellent work. This is brilliant work from the fielding team.
151, eh? Single, right, sorry.
Shot! Has this cleared? No! That's been taken. That's a good catch by Vishal. A quite comfortable catch and well played by Kancham. So that is the end of Kancham. Sony, he has to depart. So 149 for 6 after 18.5 overs. The celebration king Sirish. So new batsman Malesh Nani can use the long handle quite nicely. Malesh, known for his 6 hitting ability. What can he do for his team today? We'll wait and watch. Last show ball of 19th over. This is excellent bowling from Sirish. Just 4 runs and a wicket of the first 5 deliveries of this over. Super bowling. Malesh will be on strike. What is it coming? Malesh Nani, the new batsman, on strike. Sirish with the ball. Last ball of 19th. What is it going to be? Shot! Gets off the mark. First ball. I was letting everyone know that he has a lot of six-hitting ability, and that's 150 up for the Hyderabad Warriors. 155 is the score now. 19 overs done. Score 155 for 6. What a way to get off the mark. Malesh Nani hits it all over the fence for 6 runs. So, who is going to bowl the last over? It's Sandeep, jersey number 10. 155 for 6 after 19 overs. 155. Navdeep on strikes and deep with the ball. So that's nicely bowled. Well bowled by Sandeep. Malesh Nani on strike. Hit or get out is his policy nowadays. What a bowler, Sandeep. This is brilliant stuff. In middle, that one, that's nicely bowled, pushing the first one hard. That's just a single. 2 balls and 2 runs is what Sandeep considered. Navdeep on strike. Bowled him. Knocks the stumps over. That's another wicket for Hyderabad Warriors. That's the 7th wicket down for Hyderabad Warriors. 157 for 7. So this is a brilliant, another good over from Sandeep. Turning out to be an important over in the complexion of the game. Just 2 runs of the first 3 deliveries. Taran Singh, the new batsman. So he will be on strike. The 4th ball of this over. Taran Singh. Taran joins Malesh and Taran will be on strike. Last 3 balls of the innings coming up. 157 is the score now. How much they can score? Hyderabad Warriors batsmen. Two experienced campaigner Taran comes out to the middle. He also can hit long sixes. Shot. Is that a catch? Yes, it is. And that's been taken. And that's a duck for Taran. Nothing that anyone can do about it. He needs to go hard at it because another 3 balls was coming on. A good shot, but it went on high than the elevation. So this will be a hat-trick chance for Sandeep. Malesh Nani will be on strikes. Last 2 balls of the innings coming up. Avinash.
Avinash, na? Batsman.
Basu takes a comfortable catch. It was a skyer indeed, but takes a good catch.
Check Avinash and Adu. Hey, Adugu manu.
Oh my God, there was certainly a chance there. Last ball of the over coming up. 19.5 balls done. 157 for 8. Mallesh Nani on strike. Just 2 runs considered of the first 5. The batsman, the bowler apologizes. The batsman. Shot! What a finish to the innings! That's another massive 6 from the bat of Mallesh Nani. Finishes off in style the first innings of Hyderabad Warriors, and the score moves on to 163. 163 is the score, and the target for Blues would be 164. Mallesh scored 13 runs in 4 deliveries. A good shot from Mallesh to finish the innings with. So 163. It's a good score. A compatible score compared generally. It's a pass score. It's actually more than pass score because the lack of bounce in the wicket. A good score indeed from the Hyderabad Warriors. 164, good finish by Mallesh Nani. So 164 is the target for Blues.
Everything you ever need is already in you. Believe, because your heart can defy logic. Let loose and break free. Let loose of your inner spirit. Dare to live with your heart. Stay naturally high. Where do we start? Where do we end? Where are we now? What you see is limited by what is in front of you. What you are is limited by what you think. But what we become is what we believe. Everything you ever need is already in you. Believe, because your heart can defy logic. Let loose and break free. Let loose of your inner spirit. Dare to live with your heart. Stay naturally high. Where do we start? Where do we end? Where are we now? What you see is limited by what is in front of you. What you are is limited by what you think. But what we become is what we believe. Everything you ever need is already in you. Believe, because your heart can defy logic. Let loose and break free. Let loose of your inner spirit. Dare to live with your heart. Stay naturally high. Where do we start? Where do we end? Where are we now? What you see is limited by what is in front of you. What you are is limited by what you think. But what we become is what we believe. Everything you ever need is already in you. Believe, because your heart can defy logic. Let loose and break free. Let loose of your inner spirit. Dare to live with your heart. Stay naturally high. Where do we start? Where do we end? Where are we now? What you see is limited by what is in front of you. What you are is limited by what you think. But what we become is what we believe. Everything you ever need is already in you. Believe, because your heart can defy logic. Let loose and break free. Let loose of your inner spirit. Dare to live with your heart. Stay naturally high. Where do we start? Where do we end? Where are we now? What you see is limited by what is in front of you. What you are is limited by what you think. But what we become is what we believe. Everything you ever need is already in you. Believe, because your heart can defy logic. Let loose and break free. Let loose of your inner spirit. Dare to live with your heart. Stay naturally high. Where do we start? Where do we end? Where are we now? What you see is limited by what is in front of you. What you are is limited by what you think. But what we become is what we believe. Everything you ever need is already in you. Believe, because your heart can defy logic. Let loose and break free. Let loose of your inner spirit. Dare to live with your heart. Stay naturally high. Where do we start? Where do we end? Where are we now? What you see is limited by what is in front of you. What you are is limited by what you think. But what we become is what we believe. Everything you ever need is already in you. Believe, because your heart can defy logic. Let loose and break free. Let loose of your inner spirit. Dare to live with your heart. Stay naturally high. Where do we start? Where do we end? Where are we now? What you see is limited by what is in front of you. What you are is limited by what you think. But what we become is what we believe. Everything you ever need is already in you. Believe, because your heart can defy logic. Let loose and break free. Let loose of your inner spirit. Dare to live with your heart. Stay naturally high. Where do we start? Where do we end? Where are we now? What you see is limited by
चलो स्टार्ट करो.
Requesting the batsmen to the crease, please. Thank you.
डार्लिंग रोहित. होना मतलब लेने.
So everything set for the second innings. Basu on strike.
మీ ఫోన్ తీసుకున్నారా అబ్బాయి? మీరేనా ఇచ్చింది బ్రదర్? మీరేనా ఫోన్ ఇచ్చింది? కాదు కాదు, మీ వాళ్ళు ఎవరో ఫోన్ ఇచ్చారు అనుకుంటా ఒక్కసారి. అరే నాది ఇది.
నాది సారీ.
అరే మీరు నా ఫోన్లు ఇచ్చేస్తారు.
చూసినా ఇంత ఈ ఫోన్ అస్సలు
भाई मयूर है बॉलर ने.
मयूरी बॉलर ने.
Basu on strike. Mayur to start the proceedings. That's nicely bowled. Bit sloppy there. On putting his body behind the ball. So trying to take it from the sideways. That's a single and Basu gets off the mark. Ramanuj, the new batsman. And he'll be on strike now. He was two openers. Basu and Ramanuj. Oh my goodness! That's a drop chance. That was certainly an edge. And the keeper drops it. Can't be so harsh at him because it was moving away from the batsman. And that's, of course, that's a drop chance. A crucial one in the complexion of this game. Quick wickets is what they will be looking for. Nicely bowled and this is good bowling from Mayur. Ramanujan gets life at 0. Jersey number 20, the wicketkeeper batsman for Blues. Oh my goodness, that was a brilliant ball. Superb ball that was moving away from the batsman. Oh, that's nicely played. That's nicely played. Lack of communication. This is a good over till now. From Mayur, just 1 run of the first 5. Beautiful. That's another good ball to finish the over. Just 1 run of the first over from the Mayur from Hyderabad Warriors. Just conceded 1 run of the first over. Ramanuj goes lucky. So good start for Hyderabad Warriors. And the captain comes on to bowl the second over in the power play. Basu on strike now. Another good player for Blues. Oh, that was really bowled well. Faster ball. This is well bowled. That's nicely played. Not to panic, Blues there. So that's nicely played. Good running. And that's another single for Basu. And score moves on to 2. Ramanuj. Rama on strike now. That's well kept. That's well left by Ramanuj. This is good bowling in the power play. Oh, that's nicely played straight to the fielder. Good work.
क्या नाम था उनका? किसका? उनका लास्ट में आए थे देख बैच.
Vipin. Good work by Vipin there. Yet to get off the mark. That's nicely played. Just guiding it down to the third man. So that will end the over number 2. After the completion of 2 overs, score moves on to 3 for no loss. 3 for no loss after the completion of 2 overs. Overs, 3 for no loss. A slow start for Blues, but can pick up at any point of time. This is cricket, and that's good work by the fielder. Taran doing the field. They could have ran 2 there, but no assist. The batsman, just a single. So this is good bowling from the Hyderabad Warriors, not conceding easy runs. Good work by Taran. That's nicely bowled again. Lot of movement for Mayur, pace and movement for Mayur. That is troubling the batsman a bit. That's nicely bowled and well played by Basu. Guiding it down to the wide third man for a single. This is good stuff. Nicely played for another single. This is good bowling.
ఏం చెప్పాలి డిఎల్ మొత్తం కావాలరా మ్యాచ్ మజా వస్తుంది. ఎట్లా అంటే లైక్ డిఎల్ అయిపోద్ది మ్యాచ్ ఇప్పుడు కూడా.
Shot. Protection in the deep. That's good work by the fielder at sweeper. Cutting it down to single. Started timing the balls now. Both the batsmen getting into a rhythm slowly. Apologizes. Seems to be a problem with his run up there. That's nicely hit. That's good work by Tapish. Puts his leg in between and stopped a certain boundary. So that will end the over number 3 after the completion of 3 overs. Score 9. 9 for no loss after the completion of 3 overs. So 9 for no loss after 3.
ఇంతకన్నా మంచిగా ఒకసారి చెక్ చేసుకుంటారు మా బతుకు కష్టపడుతుంది. అవుతారా?
This is good bowling. It's being hit straight to the fielder. Chance. Oh, that has missed everything. That's a bye signal by the umpire. Very lucky indeed, Drama, that the keeper didn't hit the stumps directly. Otherwise, that would have been curtains for the batsman. Rocked him. That's a superb delivery from Mukesh. That's nicely negotiated by Drama. That's another great ball. That's well played. And this is superb.
अरे तू कहाँ डॉट बॉलर वो भी लगा भाई, निकाल दिया रोल. हाँ फिर वो भी लगा रहे बैट्समैन को, फिर बॉल क्यों लगाते हो सब.
That's been given out. Keeper catch. That's caught behind. There was a noise. Not really sure because the batsman seems to be not convinced that much. So 1 down. Mukesh strikes. That's a maiden wicket for Mukesh because there was 1 single in this over. That was 2 byes. That's well bowled. 4 overs done. Score 10 for the loss of 1 wicket. 10 for 1 after the completion of 4 overs. The keeper has knocked off the stumps and then he realized there was an edge and started appeal. So 4 overs done. Score 10 for the loss of 1.
చెప్పయ్యా అలా కాదు, ఫస్ట్ వదిలేసిందిగా అది ఉంటుంది మైండ్ నడుస్తుంది. నా వల్ల
పోలేనా, ఇంకా లేట్ అవుతుంది, వర్షం పడ్డాయి కొంచెం లేట్ అయింది. చెప్పనా?
4 overs, score 10 for the loss of 1 wicket. 10 for the loss of 1 wicket after the completion of the 4 overs. Vishal, the new batsman, walks out to the middle. Pasu and Vishal out at the center for close.
అది మనకు కావాల్సినది.
Tapish, the new bowler for Hyderabad Warriors. Right arm, medium fast bowler.
मेरा जैसा नहीं है वो नहीं होता वो नहीं होता.
Swing signal there, white ball. A white ball to start the proceedings. Tapish.
ఇంట్లో ఉండొచ్చు నా సేమ్ అలాంటి ఇంటే ఇస్తాను.
మరి 1+ వస్తుంది ఇది. నీకు ఎట్లా వచ్చిందిరా?
ఏది ఇదా? ఇది కాదు.
తీయదు ఒకసారి. గుంజుకి ఏం ఆలోచిస్తుంది
చూడా
సేమ్ ఇట్టరా సేమ్ ఇట్ట. ఇది ఈసారి పోయింది కాదు.
It's nicely bowled. That's another dot ball.
నాకోటి మొన్న దొరికిందనా వాటర్ దగ్గర నిజంగా
నేనే పట్టుకున్నా కదా దొరికింది. నాకు ఇచ్చేసే మళ్ళీ నాదే.
అదే నేను అందుకే అడుగుతున్నా ఇంటికి. ఏ ఇవి ఉండాను 4-5 ఎక్స్ట్రా ఇచ్చిర్రు కానీ.
That's nicely played. Chance. Rightly sent back by Vishal. There was never a run there.
4-5 ఎక్స్ట్రా ఉండే అన్ని పోయి.
Off to the fielder in a flash. That one.
మనం మాట్లాడదాం తర్వాత. Let me do my work, bro.
That's nicely played. Bits. This field from Kanchan, that should have been stopped. There was never a run. So that's another single. This has happened throughout this game. That's a wide ball down the leg side. That's a beautiful shot. That's an excellent shot from the bat of Vishal. He gets up the mark in a grand style.
Hey, తీరా ఏం ఆలోచిస్తున్నారా?
That's good running between the wickets. Direct hit. No harm done.
నువ్వు కొడుకు ఇంకోసారి
అది రాలేదన్న రిప్లై
రిప్లై రాకుండా అసలు తమ్ముడు. నువ్వు మెయిన్ కావాల్సింది మనకు అప్పుడు ప్రెసెంట్ ఇన్స్టెన్స్ కావాలి. ఏం ఇన్స్టెన్స్ కరెక్ట్ టైంలో ఏమవుతుంది అనేది కావాలి. నీకు రిప్లై రాకపోయినా పెద్ద ప్రాబ్లం ఉండదు.
Shot. 1, 2, and a couple of bounces into the boundary for 4. That's an expensive over from Tapish. 12 runs coming off that over of Tapish. That will release some pressure for Blues. That's a good shot from the bat of Pasu. That was nicely hit down to the mid wicket for 4. 5 overs, score 22 for 1. 22 for 1 after the completion of 5 overs. Mayur to continue his third over. That's a lovely shot. That's a super shot from Vishal. Middling the balls quite nicely, but protection in the deep, just a single. That's good field placement. Bowling to his field here, Mayur has been brilliant till now. Bowled 2.1 overs and just considered 8 runs in the power play. It's an exceptional bowling. Oh, that was a real pace from him. Pasu wanted to hit it a long way over the boundary line, but couldn't get the connection to that. Slow ball picked up nicely and being dispatched over the fence for 6 runs. That's a super shot. That's been bowled really slow. That's a slow cutter from Mayur off the target that was drifting down to the leg side and just gives it a hike. Basu. That's an excellent shot. Hits it all the way for 6 runs.
Hike. Hike.
Nicely played, just guiding it down to the third man for another single. This is good, sensible cricket. The score started to come.
కొత్త తమ్ముడు ఏం కాదురా.
That's well played. That's a single.
అయితే నేనేం చేయాలరా?
నేనేమంటలేనా చెప్తా తప్ప
తప్పేరా మళ్ళా ఇక్కడ ఆడ మ్యాచ్ అయితే రేపు చార్మినార్ అవ్వాలంటే నేనేం చేసే
That's being hit straight to the fielder. It's a dot ball to end the over. 6 overs done. Score 31 for 1. 31 for 1 after the completion of 6 overs score. 9 runs coming off my over.
బౌలింగ్ ఇస్తున్నాడా? సగం కీపింగ్
సాయి పెట్టాలి.
ఇద్దరు కీపర్లు.
6 overs score 31 for 1. A slow and steady start for Blues. Picking up quite nicely here. Here comes Saran. Taran Singh, the new bowler for Hyderabad Warriors. It's a must-win game for both the teams. Bowled in. Knocks him over. That's a huge blow for the Blues. Vishal was to depart now. The second wicket down, inside edge onto the stumps. Dragged it on. That's nicely bowled by Taran. Strikes in his first ball of his spell. It's well bowled. That's 2 down for Delhi Blues. 6.1 overs, score 31 for 2. Jamie, the new batsman.
సిక్స్ 6.1 తీసి చూపారు. 6 ఓవర్స్కి ఎంత ఉండాలి చూపిస్తుంది. एक बार डीएल में चेक कर. बारिश नहीं गिरता हमारे. एक बार डीएल में चेक कर. इसमें नहीं रे, उसमें. हाँ नॉर्मल अपना डीएल.
New batsman Jamie walking out to the middle. Need partnership here. Blues. It's nicely played.
कैसा वर्कआउट होता है वो मेरे समझ नहीं आ रहा ठीक है छोटे ఏమో చూడలేను మ్యాచ్ చూస్తలే బిజీ ఉన్నదా మళ్ళనా
Let's go running between the wickets.
నువ్వు ఇష్టమని చేసినాం అనుకో చెంప పగులుతుంది ఏం వేసి కొట్టినావు అలా మ్యాచ్ టైట్ నడుస్తున్నా బిస్కెట్లు చదువుతున్నావు ఎవడో
బ్రేక్ అయినప్పుడు 44
మాకు ఫస్ట్ సెషన్ అవుతుంది రా మీ అమ్మ కానీ భలే ఆడింది రా ఇండియా మాత్రం ఒప్పుకోవాలి తారీఫ్ చేయాలి మన వాళ్ళని
It's nicely played. Gets up.
अरे ऑलरेडी अभी सिंगल है डाले तुम
Good sensible batting by Chami. Full toss ball. But hits it towards the mid wicket. Didn't get the connection right the way he wanted to. Nevertheless, gets a single. Pulled it a bit slow there, and that will be the end of 7 overs. After the completion of 7 overs, score moves on to 35 for 2. 35 for 2 after the completion of 7 overs. Required 129 runs in 78 deliveries is the equation now. The required run rate is 9.92. 9.92 is the required run rate. 7 overs score 35 for 2. Mallesh Nani, the new bowler, comes on to bowl. I'm not really sure is he a spinner, fast bowler, what exactly he is. Even I don't think Mallesh knows it. Same like Taran Paji. He even don't know what he is, fast bowler, spinner. Again, Mukesh, it's the same way. Nicely bowled. Uneven bounce for Kansham Soni. And a single to start the over. Jamie on strike now.
ఎండ వెళ్తుంది
That's a wide ball outside off stump. Good work by the wicket keeper. That's well bowled. That's good work.
కొన్ని మ్యాచ్ నేను తారీఖు చేయాలని ఫస్ట్లో నేను మస్తు స్కోర్ లాస్ట్లో
That's another wide ball.
తిరిగే ముందు ఇచ్చేస్తుంది హైలైట్ గా देखा अरे तो कितना फास्ट उठा रहा विंसन सर लाइक हम पलटने से पहले टारगेट रिपीट बोल के
It's nicely played. Stars coming out this over from Malesh. Taking his time, Sami. That's nicely played into the gap, but there is protection in the net. That's nicely played, just guiding it down to the third man. This is good sensible cricket from the batsmen. No need to rush for anything, but short, just short of that fielder there. Good work, putting hand onto it. That was firmly hit by Basu. So that will be the end of 8 overs. after the completion of 8 overs, scored 40 for the loss of 2 wickets. 40 for 2 after the completion of 8 overs. Required 124 runs in 12 overs. 12 overs and 124 runs is what Delhi Blues need. The required run rate is 10.33. New bowler Ghanshyam Soni, the new bowler, comes into the attack. Rajendra, the wicketkeeper for Hyderabad Warriors today. Navdeep fielding at taking wicket. VP at square leg. Okay, shot long on. The B shot long off. Sweeper.
ఎవర్రా స్వీపర్లా प्रज्योत भाई इधर बैठे रहे संचित इधर है ओके अविनाश है क्या स्कॉट भी नहीं
That's nicely pulled and well played by Basu. So nothing to panic. They have good batting lineup, Blues. So something around 11 is very much chaseable. Beyond that, it would be hard for the batsmen as well. Need to think about that. Oh, that's a slow ball from Ghanshyam. That's beautifully executed. That's the way you need to bowl a slow ball and right into the wicket and the direction, especially where it was pitched. So good variation from Ghanshyam.
నేనేనారా నా వల్ల ఆపిందా స్లిప్ అయిందా
Another slow ball and another dot ball. This is good bowling. Sam taking his time. He is known for his hitting ability. That's good work. Chance for an out here. And that's been given out. There was never a run there. That's good work by Malesh. Good presence of mind. He came through it to the bowler's end. And the keeper also taking his time, as you know, he was very much out at the middle of the pitch. And that's good work from the Warriors team. And unlucky for Jamie, the batsman has to depart. That's the third wicket down for Blues. That was hit firmly and hit straight to the fielder. Seems that there was never a run there, in fact. So I don't think neither the non-striker call, maybe it was a late call from the non-striker as well, says no. So anyways, Jamie has to depart. So that's the third wicket down for Blues. The required run rate is around 10.85. New batsman walks out to the middle. Kishore, the new batsman. A couple of dot balls and pressure was building around. That's where all these wickets come into play. Patience is the key for success.
బాబాయ్ చెప్పినట్టు చెప్తున్నారా ఏమైనా నవ్వుతావు
So that's nicely bowled again. Well bowled by Ghanshyam. That's well played. Kishore in 2 minds whether to push the first one hard or so that will be the end of 9 overs. After the completion of 9 overs, score moves on to 42 for 3. 42 for 3 after the completion of 9 overs.
తమ్ముడు వింటున్నా
ఫస్ట్ రౌండ్ ఎన్ని ఆడుతారు
బరాబర్ నన్ను వేసుకోవచ్చానేమో
అట్లనే నన్ను
9 overs and score 42 for 3. The current run rate is 4.67. The required run rate is climbing up now, up and over 11 point. That's nicely played. Hits it straight to the fielder. That's another dot ball.
నాగా నాగా ఏమే నాగా గేమ్లో ఉండు నాగా గేమ్లో ఉండు
Shot. That's been played really well towards the extra covers. Shot, but protection in the deep. Another single. This is good bowling from the Hyderabad Warriors bowlers. Not giving any freebies to the batsman. While swing and a miss. The fields were off in a flash, but the batsman was inside the crease. That's nicely played. There was certainly a single. The batsman doesn't want that one. So this is adding further pressure to the loose dugout. That's an over being given. So that will be the end of 10 overs. After the completion of 10 overs, score 44 for 3. 44 for 3 after the completion of 10 overs. The required equation is 120 runs more needed in 60 deliveries. The required run rate is around 12. Exact 12 is the required run rate now. They have scored 44 runs in 10 overs. 44 for 3. Kishore and Basu out at the center for Blues. 120 runs more needed for Blues to win this game. And Hyderabad Warriors will be looking for wickets. And this is going quiet in the way of Hyderabad Warriors, but we never know. 1 or 2 overs goes for some 15-20 runs can change the complexion of the game at any point of time. So if they need to come back to this game, and the best part is this is a smaller end comparatively, and most of the sixes will be hit from this particular end only. Even the same thing happened with Hyderabad Warriors. Lot of sixes being hit from this particular end. We never know. So after 10 overs, score 44 for 3. So 44 for 3. Required run rate is 12. Need 120 in 60 deliveries. Gansham Soni, jersey number 13.
కైకూరే లింక్ నికల్
Gansham making sure he's setting his field right.
అరే వికెట్ పడదా ఈ దరిద్ర కూడా
Nicely played. That's a lovely shot. breaks the shackles, and that's a super shot from Basu. More of this needed, and that's 50 up for Blues. They will be looking at sixes more. Oh, because this is the end where a lot of sixes go. So that's a super shot from Basu. Was it really short? That's good, sensible batting. So this is what the batsman needs to do.
ఇంకో భయ ఏడని తీసుకోబా మేము బాలింగ్ చేసింది బాలేనా
That's a hike, and that's another single. They will be looking at 12 runs per over. Basu who can hit sixes. Is that a chance? Fielder. Shot of that fielder there.
ప్రాణాలు తీసుకురంటారు దోస్కి కొట్టురా 300 400 కొట్టురు ఎన్ని వాళ్ళు
Oh, that's another good slow ball from Kanchal. And that will be the end of 11 overs, score 53 for 3. After the completion of 11 overs, score 53 for 3. So 9 runs coming off that over of Kanchal. Taran comes back into the attack. Kishore taking his time, 3 runs from the 9 deliveries he played. This is problems for Blues now.
అరే నువ్వు మ్యాచ్లో అయిపోయినరా నాయన ఫస్ట్ అది దాని మీద కాన్సన్ట్రేట్ చేయి తర్వాత విషయం తర్వాత మాట్లాడు
That's nicely played, hits it straight to the fielder. That's a dot ball. Nicely bowled by Taran. Oh, that's well bowled. Faster one this time. Bowled it really fast. Short and quick from Taran. Don't know what to call that one. It's his regular fast, I guess. He bowls it really. That's the normal pace of him. Shot. Chance. That's been taken. That's a good catch by Malish. Taran strikes for the second time in this game. And that's Basu who has to depart. Was playing really well, but took his time today. 30 balls and 30 runs is what he has scored today. One hand gets off the bat. Rohit, the new batsman. No, it's Shiva who's going to bat. After 11.3 overs, score 53 for 4. The required run rate is going around 13, about 13 now. 13.06 is the required run rate. Now the current run rate is under 5. 4.61 is the current run rate. This is exceptional stuff from the Hyderabad Warriors team. So the score is 53 for 4 after 11.3 overs. Shiva, the new bowler.
ఇప్పుడు ఏం వచ్చిందన్న నీకు ఏది తిట్టలేనా ఇప్పుడు నేను మళ్ళీ తీసుకుంటావా? వద్దు, నువ్వే తీసుకోను. ఏ వద్దు, తీసుకోను. నేను 2 నెలలు తింటలే, పట్టుకోరా, తినద్దు. అరే నీ బయట తీసుకొని అంతే సపోర్ట్.
That's nice. That's nicely played. That's a single. So this is good bowling by Karan. Just considered 5 runs.
ఏందన్నా? నేను హెల్తీగా తింటున్నాను ఈ మధ్య. నాకు దాడికి రా ఇస్తా అంటే ఇక్కడ తాగుతుంది చూడు, అక్కడ వద్దు నాకు, వద్దు నాకు. ఇట్లకెంచి వెళ్ళిపోవచ్చు కానీ ఏమొద్దు.
That's nicely bowled again. Slow ball to finish this over. After the completion of 2 overs, score 54 for 4. 54 for 4 after the completion of 12 overs. 12 overs done, score 54 for 4. Malish Nani seems to be the bowler. So 13.75. It's a huge ask, especially the standard of Hyderabad bowlers, the bowling standards in particular. So it's a tough ask for the Blues, but we never know, anything can happen in the game of cricket. So 13.75 every over is what the Blues will be looking at. Kishore batting on 4 and he has scored only 4 runs in his first 10 deliveries. Malish Nani. Shot. That's a super shot, but straight to the fielder at long on for another single. Middled it quite nicely, Kishore this time. Shiva on strike. That's nicely played. It's a top ball. Every top ball is upping the run rate so much. It moves to 14.22 now. That's nicely played. Looking for just a single. There was certainly a chance of 2, but no intent from the batsmen there. That's a single. Kishore on strike. Outside edge. Has the legs to go away for 4. A lot of grass that side. So that's being signaled a bye. For a moment I thought it was an outside edge, but umpire signals it as a bye. This is good bowling by Malish. Shot, chance. The pitch under it and takes it comfortably. Malish gets his man Kishore, who has scored just 5 runs in his 13 deliveries, has to depart. 5 wickets down, Blues 58 for 5 after the completion of 12.5 overs. Malay strikes. That's his first wicket in this game. The required run rate is over 14.79. Very much it's tough ask for the batsman going next. Rohit, the captain. Mathur, the captain, walking out to the middle. 58 for 5 after 12.5. And I think we must must have crossed. So to wait who will be on strike. But I thought was going for a six from the bat of Fisher, but no. He'll be middle that one was straight for Apish, running forward and takes a comfortable catch. Shiva on strike. Rohit out at the non-strike end. Malesh Nani with the ball. Chance. No, that will be over the fielder there. Another good over from Malesh. Just 3 runs. 4 runs of that over. Score moves on to 59 for 5 after 13 overs. 59 for 5 after 13 overs. Required 102 in 42 deliveries. The required run rate is over 15. 15 now. 15 is the required run rate. 42 deliveries and 105 runs is what Bruce will be looking for. 5 wickets down. Taran comes back. Considered 5 runs and 2 wickets from Taran's 2 overs. That's his third one. Beautifully bowled, staying a bit low and turning. That's a good ball to start the over with Taran. $59 for 5, 13.4. It's good work. Beautifully played. Another dot ball. This is getting out of control now for Blues. 16.15 is the required run rate per over. That's another single for Shiva. It feels like Blues has given it up. No real intent from the batsmen. So score 60 for 5 after 13.4. Rohit, the captain, walks out to the middle. Strike. That's nicely played, but straight to the fielder. It's good call by Shiva. There was never a run. But this is another excellent over from Taran, just conceding 1 run of the first 5 deliveries. That's well bowled. Bowled it really slow. And that's another single for single of the over. Rohit gets off the mark with that single. Score after 14 overs. Score 61 for 5. 61 for 5.
Vijay,
the new bowler for Hyderabad Warriors. Jersey number 23, Vijay.
నెక్స్ట్ టోర్నమెంట్ సెకండ్ స్టార్స్ ఆడుతున్నారు. ఎందుకు అలా టీంలో ఆడతావా? సేమ్ కూడా నేను కూడా సార్
Slow ball to start the proceedings from Vijay. A single. That's nicely bowled again. Oh, that was another good ball. This is great stuff from the Hyderabad team, Hyderabad Warriors team. They have kept everything right today. Another slow ball, but down the leg side. That, that's been signaled a wide ball down the leg side. Shot that will be hit over the fence for six. That's a super shot from Shiva. Is it a bit late? We never know. Another 95 runs needed in 32 deliveries. That's a super shot from Shiva. So hit it so effortlessly. That's another good shot in this match. That's well bowled. Good comeback. Playing across the line.
ఏందది తీసుకురా సాయి పోతాం తాగుదాం
Knocks him over. That's another wicket down. This has been a one-sided game. Now looking at this score rate, sixth wicket down for Blues, and this time it's Shiva who has to depart. Vijay strikes. That's nicely bowled by Vijay. Goes for 9 runs, played 14 deliveries. 15 overs done, score 69 for 6. 69 runs and 6 wickets down, 15 overs up. 30 balls and 95 runs needed for the Blues team to win this game. 69 for 6.
అప్డేట్ చేయాలి స్కోర్ అప్డేట్ చేయాలి
15 overs, score 69 for 6.
क्या मैं मनी हिस्ट देख लिया इसमें टेलीग्राम में देख लिया पूरा 5 ओवर्स ने भैया
That's well bowled. Top ball to start. Akish ball 2 overs, considered just 2 runs in the wicket. Oh, that's beautifully bowled. This is excellent bowling, great stuff from Mukesh.
ये मैच में फर्स्ट मैच
That's well played, but it's straight back to the bowler. That's well bowled again, and an inside edge for another single. Go moving to 70, just 1 run off the first 4 deliveries. Required run rate is 21.69. Now this is just a matter of time now. 81.69. That's well played, guiding it down to the third one for a single.
ఏం చేయలేం, అప్పటిదాకా వచ్చేయాలి అవుట్ అయ్యి కొట్టడానికి చూస్తాం అంతే, ఇంకేం చేస్తుంది చెప్పండి. కాకపోతే అది ఛాన్స్ లేదు కదా వికెట్లు పడ్డాయి.
That's well played.
ఇప్పుడు ఇంకెట్ పెరుగుతుంది 22.32.
So that will be the end of 16 overs. Score 72 for 6. 72 for 6 after the completion of 16 overs. Required 92 runs in 24 deliveries. So 92 is what the Blues need to win this game in just 4 overs. That's another slow ball. I'm not really sure if his bowling is like that or he's wantedly bowling all slows or cutters. It's quite confusing to me, but we'll get to know from the captain and the bowler himself. So 73 for 6. Sandeep on strike. That's well bowled. No real pace from the bowler, and he's not giving it up to the batsman as well. Not trying to bowl. Good shot. It's the inside part of the bat to push for it, and we'll get it quite comfortably. That's two.
స్టార్ట్ అయిందా చూస్తా చూస్తా. నాకు ఏం పని లేదు, ఒక్కరోజు కూర్చుంటా పొద్దు నుంచి శాతం వరకు, రాత్రి అంతా కూర్చొని చూస్తా.
Chance, and that's another wicket down. The captain has to depart. Rohit.
నాగా ఏమే నాగా అరే బౌలర్ बोल रहा रहे हो मयूर पकड़ा. ओके,
Mayur takes a comfortable catch. So that would be the end of the captain of Blues. 76 for 7. 7th wicket down. Vijay strikes for the second time in this game. That's his second wicket of this game. 76 for 7 after the completion of 16.4 overs. 88 runs in 20 deliveries. Sirish, the new batsman, 09. Jersey number 9. Sirish walks out to the middle and will be on strike. That's well played. Gets off the mark first ball.
అంటే రెస్పెక్ట్ ఇచ్చేటోళ్ళకి ఇవ్వాలి కదా, ఆడ ఏ నుంచో వస్తారు. మన ఏజ్లో మన చేసేవాడు కాబట్టి అట్లా మీకు ఏం చెప్పినా నడిచిపోతుంది.
Inside edge for another single. So that will be the end of 17 overs. After the completion of 17 overs, score 78 for 7. 78 for 7. $78 for 7 after the completion of 17 overs. Required 86 more in 18 deliveries. 86 runs more needed in 18 deliveries is the equation now.
పోయి ఇన్నింగ్ స్టార్ట్ అయ్యాలి కదా ఇన్నింగ్ స్టార్టింగ్ సార్
అరే మూర్తి వాళ్ళు
అది కావాలి
అట్లా ఎందుకు వేస్తావురా అని ఎడ్డోన్ వా
It's a single. And they're pushing for two. Yes, they are. And it's a comfortable two.
జరగాలి
అట్లాంటి
That's been given out. That's another wicket down. Taran strikes for the third time. That's his third wicket in this innings. This is exceptional from the Hyderabad Warriors team. That was not an easy wicket to bat, but they scored 160. Played across the line of the ball, completely missing it. Stuck in front, and that's been given LBW.
తమ్ముడు తమ్ముడు అక్కడ నువ్వు మెయిన్ పని ఇదని చెప్పినా నీకు నేను ఇంకా నాకు కోపం తెప్పకు సాయి నీకు పని ఇదే అని చెప్పినా నేను ప్లీజ్
After 17.2 overs, score 80 for the loss of 8 wickets. Dinesh, the new batsman, walks out to the middle. Sirish at the non-strike end. Taran, that's his third wicket. 4 balls this over coming up. That's nicely played. That's been given out. So that's the fourth wicket for Taran. So Dinesh, the new batsman, goes for the duck. So that's the ninth wicket down for Blues. So Taran gets his fourth wicket. Can he pick up a 5-wicket haul? Can he pick up a 5-wicket haul? Nine down, last wicket.
That's your name? Sirish.
Shirish, 511 jersey number. Shirish comes on the bat. Last wicket of the innings for Blues. Oh, that was superbly fast. This was bowled at 160 kilometers. That's a bye segment.
भैया हमारे को आसान रहता, it would be